Yo, it's your boy Zebo. I'm back with two more fragrances that I want to bring to you and have a little discussion about them. We can talk about what I stumbled across. Great fragrances. Now, first fragrance is from a line in a house where I have a few fragrances, but this line in particular is one that I really do enjoy. I have one fragrance from this line that is truly a banger. The fragrance that I'm going to talk about is Micheal Malul's Jet Black Platinum. Now, I have Jet Black Horizon. I was actually looking for Jet Black Mahogany. They didn't have it, so I grabbed Platinum. I got this from a store called Le Parfum, and you know how those stores are. It's a haggle. The price ticket on this one was $110. $110. They wanted $110 for this. Can't give you $110. I just can't. Not when I'm walking into a store. I cannot give you what you asking for. I know it's marked up. I've seen this fragrance on line at discounters that some are a lot more, cheaper than what I saw in the store. So I had to walk Buddy down, and we met in the middle at a reasonable price. I believe that I paid maybe $85 for this fragrance. So I got a pretty good deal on it. I liked it. So you know how we do on the channel. Put it in the air, put it on testing script, then put it on skin and see how it performed. This was my scent of the day yesterday. I wanted to see how it performed, and it performed great. I got nothing but positive feedback. In fact, I went to Burlington. I bought a couple fragrances. One, Club de Nuit, Urban Man, had to take that joint back. If you haven't seen that video, check that video out. I just posted that yesterday. Couldn't do it. Got too many bad reviews. Had to take that joint back. In the course of me taking it back, the woman was asking me why was I bringing it back. It was unopened and stuff like that. Just small talk. The cashier, we were just small talking. And she said that it appeared to be a very great smelling fragrance because she could smell it through the plastic. That was not the Club de Nuit. Urban Man. That was not that. That was this. That was this. He performed well. Very well. Atomizer, nice, smooth. Can't say too much about that. It's performing, it's doing what it's supposed to do. In the air, you'll definitely get a vibe of a gourmand fragrance. That's exactly what it is. That's what they were going for. That was the plan. They landed. Different from a lot of other Micheal Malul fragrances. Different from, other fragrances in the Jet Black line, which is showing diversity. I love that about that. I love that they went in the direction that they went with this. Everybody else is going right. They took a hard left. Loving that. So, put that on that testing script. Put that on skin, which I already know how this thing performed. Wore it yesterday. Loved it. Felt good. Smelled good. Energy was positive. Feedback, positive. This thing was checking off all boxes. So, on paper, this thing is more of a light, fresh, floral mixed with spices. You get a hint of sweetness in there, and that's just off paper. I actually smelled this on paper in the store wasn't really rocking with it. I needed to put it on my skin in store. When they start putting it on paper and fanning it and you know, they get to spraying it and doing this, putting it all on your nose, I don't need that. I'm not wearing it on paper. I'm wearing it on my skin. That's where I need it. So I encourage them. When they start handing me that, they throwing that paper up there, I start throwing my hand up there. You know, spray it on that. Because I'm not wearing it on paper. I need to see how it's going to smell on my skin. You won't be fooling me like that. But off skin, very gourmandish. Now it takes its form. You know, this is like the final boss. It lets you, it reveals what you're going up against, what you have, what you're wearing. I will post the notes up here for you to check out. You can go into these notes, see if it's something that you're interested in. Gourmandish, very edible, very, very tempting, very, very stomach turning as far as, you know, that hunger, that drive, that sweet, beautiful, gourmandish vibe. Now, in the top notes, we got spicy notes, lavender, which is pretty good. I mean, it's just sprinkled in there. It's to balance the fragrance out. That's not the core of the fragrance. I believe the core of the fragrance is the middle notes, the toffee, and the cinnamon, because that's like the core of it. That's what you really getting. You're getting that toffee and that cinnamon, and it's just a nice, smooth, even tone. You got the spicy notes and the lavender on the top, sprinkled in there, balancing it out some. In your base notes, you got suede, amber, and vanilla. You already know what that amber and that vanilla do. That's that smooth, nice vibe that just is laid back. It gives you a fragrance, hella character, hella character. That's to kind of like round that toffee and that cinnamon out, where you're not just smelling like Cinnamon Toast Crunch. You know, it it gives you more of a nice feel to it. Beautiful fragrance. I'm not going to lie. Beautiful fragrance. You do get the lavender in there as it starts to dry down, which kind of like, it's still gourmandish. You're not going to get away from that. That was the direction that they were going. That's the base, the heart of it. And everything else is to kind of like, you know, they are like accessories. Dressing this thing up. Beautiful fragrance. Glad I grabbed it. Definitely going on my shelf, and actually inspired me to kind of jump more into this jet black line. I already had Horizon on my radar, but I really need to get more into, you know, this jet black line. Warm, spicy, sweet. You know, it's just, and it almost have a sense of like a powdery bit to it. A little musky. But it's a beautiful fragrance all around. Beautiful. Beautiful fragrance all around. I love it. I love it. Glad I grabbed it. Glad I added it to my collection. So we're going to jump into this next fragrance from a line that I've tested. You know, I've smelled almost every fragrance in this line. Actually, I came all the way to the one that I found very beautiful and that I wanted. I grabbed it, which was Stronger With You Parfum. Love that fragrance more than the others. I felt like I didn't need to grab the others. I thought I grabbed that one because in that line, all those fragrances are related to each other. You know, you can look at all these, you can smell them all and kind of see where they resemble each other. And there's not, I mean, there is, you know, a few little twists in there, but the diversity in that house or that line is just, you know, I mean, it's a line. This one, however, something different. Something different. And this one is Stronger With You, Amber. Never seen this until I got into that store. A little bit disappointed because they only had 1.7 and I wanted the 3.4. Smelled it, fell in love with it. Completely different from anything else in this line. I love it. You already know what the theme is. The theme is amber. You know, that's, you know, kind of what they were basing this fragrance on. Very, you know, ambery, powdery, has some, you know, lavender in there. You can, I'm not going to say that you can get the lavender. It's more so like a floral. It's more so like a floral. I will post the notes up here for you to check out. We're going to put that thing in the air. Put that thing on testing strip real quick. See how him perform on testing strip. Slap him on skin. And again, disappointed I could only get the 1.7. I wanted the 3.4. And the reason why this thing is fire. Different from everything in its line. Total standalone. It's the brother that don't look like nobody in the family. Don't look like any of his other relatives. Maybe there was some recessive genes somewhere in there. Look like great-grandpa or somebody else. But different from all other fragrances in this line. And that's what really pushed me to this fragrance. Love it. Now, it is an amber-based fragrance, but don't let that throw you off because it's not over-the-top amber fragrance. However, both of these fragrances can be, you know, unisex. Don't get turned off by them because, you know, the appearance or people, you know, doing their reviews as if, you know, these are men fragrances. Can be worn by women. Definitely can. Especially this one. This is a very beautiful amber fragrance. Nice on skin. Love it. Love it. Different from Stronger With You. I'm loving this thing. This is my scent of the day, so I will see how it performed today. Only been wearing it for, you know, a couple hours. Haven't been outside in traffic, moving around, so don't have any responses, you know, how people take to it. But me, I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Very ambery. Very ambery. In the notes, the accords are amber, vanilla, and lavender. I think that there's more to it because it smells like it's something else in there. Told you that lavender smells a bit, you know, more floral, like there's some other fragrance, some other notes in there that they're not posting. You already know the amber and the vanilla has a very smooth vibe to it. And that's what, you know, kind of set this fragrance on that smooth kind of rhythm. Very beautiful. Not too ambery. Though the theme is amber, and that's what they were going for, the vanilla and the lavender mixed in gives it a great twist from just being an amber-based fragrance. I'm loving it. I really am. I'm loving it. I need that 3.4 though, because I think that I'm going to run up out of this real quick. We're in the season for both of these fragrances, fall and winter. Even though I think that this can be worn during the summer because, again, it's not aggressive. It's not offensive. It's not, you know, domineering. It's not a fragrance that's just overpowering. It's a nice, smooth, flowing fragrance. Beautiful to the nose. Don't shy away from this thing. 1.7. I seen it online. Had some, you know, pretty accurate pricing. In the store, he wanted an arm and a leg for this, and this was a 1.7. He wanted $100 without tax for this. Couldn't go for that either. I got this down to 80. Online, you probably can get it a little cheaper than that. But again, at some of these stores, I go in and I'm building rapport. You go in, you grab a couple fragrances. On the deal side, you grab a couple of them on the deal side, and you know they get to seeing your face, and you'll be able to work them deals down a lot more. You just have to probably buy more fragrances, which, you know, that's the whole point with me. I'm going in to see if I can get, you know, bulk deals on fragrances. I'm not going in, you know, paying the full price on these joints. Anyway, beautiful fragrance. I love them both. I love them both. I love the vibe on both of these. And for some reason, I'm grabbing gourmandish fragrances. I don't know if that's my thing. I don't know if that's what, you know, I'm gravitated toward. But for some reason, gourmands is banging. Now, as this dry down, you're starting to get more of the lavender and the vanilla. The amber is more so that tone that everything sits on. You do get the amber though, but it's that vanilla and that lavender is more so toning it down. It's more like the seasoning on the amber. So without that seasoning, you just have raw amber. Wouldn't like that. Definitely wouldn't smell great, but that seasoning to it, that vanilla and that lavender, giving it a very beautiful smell. Now I'm gonna get ready to wrap this up, get up out of here. This thing here lasted all day. Projected strongly projected a good 5 to 6 hours where I definitely knew that this thing was on me. As I move around, I can smell it. I didn't have to see if it was on my skin, you know, after that, you know, during that 6 hours. I didn't have to, damn, do I still got it on? No, I smelled it while I moved around up to 6, maybe more hours. I stopped really clocking around 6 hours or whatever, winding my day down. But this, it's sort of like that. It's not one of those fragrances that protrudes. It's not offensive. It's not aggressive. It's not loud. It's not over the top. You do get a sense that it's on you. You can smell it as you move. You know, it's probably projecting pretty well. We'll see. We'll see. I'm wearing it today and see how it performs, how many good hours I smell it on me before it becomes a skin scent. But a beautiful fragrance. Definitely have character. Definitely something different from that house. And I will be getting that 3.4. Hey, I'm going to get up out of here, let y'all go. Just wanted to, you know, talk about a couple of fragrances that I just picked up. Loving them. Loving them. Like, comment, subscribe. Love kicking it with you guys. Love talking about fragrances with you all. Jump in the comments. Tell me what you think about them. If you got them, you know, let me know. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. Share this content. Keep supporting the channel. I'm trying to, you know, do some bigger things. Trying to step it up, you know. Trying to bring y'all things that people are not talking about. Trying to do it in a way where I'm starting to see that, you know, some of the things that I do talk about or the way that I talk about it is being, you know, emulated. I don't know. The community is a thriving community. We're all, you know, moving and growing off of each other. Steel sharpens steel. So, you know, keep supporting the channel. It's your boy Zebo. I'm out of here. Peace.